Oh, hey, welcome back to my channel, A Little Bit of Everything with Erin. It is not Makeup Monday, but whenever a new palette drops, I will be doing a special video for anyone that I purchase. This is Moon Spell by MannyMUA, and it is a fun October Halloween inspired palette. This is his holiday palette. Most companies don't come out with one for October or Halloween themed because Christmas is right around the corner, so that's what they're really looking to pick up on. I love the packaging of this. It actually came in a unicard, so all the information and everything was in that. I did, however, open it to find that one of my shades, the shade Pure here, was completely cracked and crushed. I have pictures, I'll show them right here. Not a huge deal. I did repress it. However, this shade is super soft, and I will say most of the shades in here are really soft, but that one is like extremely soft. Like, I put my finger in it to get some to put on my lid, and my finger just smooshed right in there. So be really careful with that. I did post about it on Twitter, and somebody else posted back to me and showed me pictures of theirs. The exact same shade did the same thing to them when they got it. Again, you can just repress it, but just really careful with that. This is my first Lunar Beauty or MannyMUA makeup that I've ever purchased from them. So I don't know if his shades are normally that soft or if it's just the formula of this palette, and in particular that color. Let me know down in the comments if you have other palettes from them and if that's the formula that they happen to use, so that I know in the future. So I am going to do 3 looks in this video because there are a variety of colors here. You have kind of like a purple story, a brown story, and then your kind of green story. So in this video I am doing 3 looks. This is one of them. The first 2 I'm going to do one on each eye because I'm not going anywhere, so I don't want to waste both eyes and all that makeup on both of them, especially when I'm doing all these looks back to back. So I'll do one eye purple, one eye with the neutrals, and then I'll do the last one with the greens here. If there are other videos that you want to see like this, if you want more 3-in-1 palette videos, let me know it down in the comments as well. I'll have my final thoughts on the palette at the end of the video. Let's get into the tutorial. In all 3 looks, I will be priming my lids with ColourPop's concealer in white, or as they call it, fair. The first color we're going to bounce into is called Page. We're just going to stamp that color into our crease. I will go a little bit above mine because I do have hooded eyes and I don't want that shadow to get lost. We want to make sure every color is seen. After I get that color stamped on there, I do small circles right on the edge just to buff it out and make sure we have no hard edges. And I will go in with some more color if it looks a little too blended out. So there wasn't like a real true transition color in this palette for the purple, so I'm going in with Sarah just to kind of help buff and blend. You may lose some of the vibrancy from the first color you lay down, so I always just go back in and buff a little bit more of that color in there to make sure it stands out the way that we wanted it to. Next, we're going to dip into Sabrina so we can get some of that deeper purple and put that on the outer V and a little bit into the crease just to add some depth to that area. We're going to take Miss Broken herself, Prue. I'm going to take that on a flat brush. Like I said, it's very soft. It's hard to get the color even on the brush. There's very little on there. So let's go ahead and take that, and we're just going to kind of fake a cut crease. I'm not going to cut my crease. So after playing with this color a little bit, I feel like this one really does need some kind of color behind it. So I definitely would add your first layer of color, I think it was Page, all the way down. And I definitely wouldn't just cut the crease because it needs to build up with Prue to really get its true vibrancy going on. I just want to add a little more of Prue under my brow bone. And I'm not telling you the brushes like I typically do. I've been doing makeup all day today, so all of my good brushes that I typically use are all being washed currently. I'm just going to take this NYX liner and I'm going to do my waterline white today. Then I'm going to pack Sabrina right up against my lash line. And then I'm going to buff that out with Paige. I'm going to just come full circle with Sarah. Then we're just going to toss on a wing with some NYX Matte Black. And I'll throw on my lash. These are from Ice Cream Lashes. These are Chocolate Explosion. And there is look number 1. I think it came out really cute. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. I really love this lash. I thought it would be too big for me, but I'm really happy with it. For look number 2, we're going to start off with Winifred. And we're just going to do the same thing we did on the other eye. We're going to place that right into the crease and a bit above. I like to stamp the color in first and then buff it out. We're going to grab Sarah again, and we are going to use her again as our transition shade. I literally was not kidding when I said all of my makeup brushes were getting washed. I am down to this Wet n Wild rose brush from their little goth ones that they had a little bit back. I absolutely hate this brush because that stupid leaf always scratches my eye. But it was a cute brush and I had to buy it, guys. And we're going to pick up some Kiki and put her in our outer corner. We'll just buff that in and make a V and go into the crease a little bit and bring it down a little bit as well towards that lash line. If you find it's a little harsh in color, just go back and buff it with your other brush without picking up any new product, and it should just buff out really, really nice and blend beautifully. So at first I went with Samantha but changed my mind, and I'm going to place Mary right on top of that little bit of the Samantha I laid down, right on that outer edge. Just because it's a darker tone, I want to go with that darker tone first. I'm actually going to use 3 shades here. So we'll start off with Mary. And then we want to lay Samantha right next to her and just kind of blend those 2 edges together by mixing a little bit of both Mary and Samantha. And then next to that, we're going to lay Hermione down. And we live by the rule of what goes up must come down. So right against that waterline, we're going to put Kiki. Then we're going to buff her out with Winifred. And make sure you bring that right out to that edge. And then lastly, add some Sarah. And there's look number 2 for you. I ended up adding a little bit of Prue under my brow bone and as an inner corner highlight just because I felt it needed it, and I'm always extra like that. But this was a really easy and simple warm toned autumn look that you could do with this palette as well. Alright guys, I took the makeup off to do the third and final look, and I did want to note that I did have a lot of staining on the purple eye, and I just wanted to let you guys see that so that if you do have sensitivities to pigments and staining issues, it'll probably happen with this palette. It doesn't really bother me. I don't worry about it too much, but I know some people it is more of an irritant, so that's why I just wanted to show you. I prime my lid and we're going to go in with that darker green Nancy. I'm just trying to get a good shot of this because the colors, they don't read right with the camera lights and the studio lights. And I can't get it either, so we're just going to go ahead and stamp that color on our crease as we've done previously. And I'm using some Walgreens brushes right now because I'm on my last leg with brushes. All of them were wet and getting clean. And I'm just buffing that edge just to make sure it's nice and blended and it doesn't look harsh. I do lose some of the color because of that, so I will go and pack a little more color in there after I blend. We're going to grab some Bonnie and use her as a transition color. Bonnie definitely needed an up in pigment, so you may have to go in there quite a few times to get it to the color you want. We're going to go into this nice olive green. I know it doesn't look like that on camera, but it is a darker green. And we are going to stamp our outer V and go in our crease a little bit with that, as always, to get some depth in there. I went back and forth on what I wanted to do on the lid, so I'm taking Fiona and I'm going to start her on that outer edge of the lid. And now I'm trying to add Hermione to the front part, and I'm really having trouble getting these shimmer shades on the brushes and getting them on my lid. I did notice using my finger, the pigment was a lot better, but I got fat fingers, guys. Like, I can't get them into the smaller parts of my eye. So I grabbed one of these eyeshadow brushes that nobody uses anymore, and oh my god, it worked so much better. I would highly, highly, highly recommend using the shimmer shades from this palette with those type of brushes. Alright guys, you know the drill. What goes up must come down. And then again, I added Brew in the inner corner because it's such a pretty color. I had to. Same lashes. And there she is, all done. I actually was really happy with this one. I love that I used those two different shimmer shades on the lid. So pretty. Okay guys, I hope you liked those tutorials. If you want to see other looks from this palette, because I do have a couple other ideas going on in my brain, let me know that in the comments down below and I will be sure to upload that video next time. So, my final thoughts on the palette. First things first, I do want to say that this is my first ever Lunar Beauty or MannyMUA product, so I don't have anything to go off of other than my other products. So I noticed a lot of people said his strawberry palette smelled amazing and that other makeup that Manny sells smells amazing. This one smells like chemicals to me. It actually really bothers me. That's probably one of the downfalls for me, is as soon as I open it, I get this chemical warehouse smell and I don't like it. The other thing is that Prue color, it's very soft. Any of the shimmer shades, you really need to use your finger, or as I did in the other shade, use a brush more like this just to really intensify and get that shimmer to go. I've tried the setting spray, I tried the different kinds of shader brushes. I tried all the different brushes that I have and I could not get any of the shimmers to really pop until I used my finger, but I kind of have fat fingers for these little corners and that ain't gonna work. So I used that weird brush, the old school brush there, and that really helped get it on. I do really wish there was a very dark blue or a black in this, because it would really help with intensifying and deepening and getting depth into those. But other than that, I really do like this palette. I think it was such a good idea to make something Halloween inspired. The packaging alone is just amazing. The little lock detail, there's the details on the back. It looks just like a book. I mean, smart. It was very smart. That was the first reason I wanted to buy it. Packaging alone had sold me. And then this color right here, which is called Nancy, that and Prue, I had to have it at that point. So I am happy that I bought it. With shipping, this cost $55 to get to me, and it only took a couple of days. The shipping was very fast, so I do thank them for that, because that's what I love. And yeah, that's probably about it. If you ordered this palette, let me know your thoughts. Did your color come in broke? Did you like it? Have you used it? What are your thoughts? Alright guys, until